Jump-off list lined up here in Mexico City, the second Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of the 2025 season. What started out for the first half of today's class looked to be incredibly tricky. We barely had any clears. Then into the second half, with more time, more observation, and slightly more confidence perhaps as well, those clears started to come. And in fact, we've now worked our way up to quite a long list of those clears. Let's show you then the jump-off list and show you exactly which riders will be competing in the upcoming jump-off round 2 here in Mexico City. It all started with Arturo Parada Vallejo, a local rider on Fella Mover, going into the first position in that jump-off. Christian Ahlmann, Jana Wargers, all on that list as well. Jörne Sprehe, Katharina Rhomberg, Jérôme Guery, Denis Lynch and Gilles Thomas making it into that list as well. And of course, there is still one more that follows from there, Gilles Thomas and Alfred van Beek. Emanuele Camilli, the final man on that list on Chaco's Girl Star. 9 riders in the upcoming jump-off. And out of those 9 riders, one of them is going to be crowned a champion of Mexico City for 2025. We are going to talk about the jump-off and hopefully get a little bit of technical analysis. That's why we decided to bring in a wonderful riding mind, Michael van der Vleuten, into the studio tonight to have a chat with us, help us through this jump-off, give us some guidance, some explanation. Michael, welcome. Nice to have you in Mexico City.
All right.
How are you doing?
Everything fine.
Yeah?
I wish I couldn't be here.
I wish that you were there instead and not here.
I wish I could be part of the jump-off, but not this time.
Talk to me about round 1. It looked very tricky. It looked very difficult. How was it out there?
No, it's always... but I must say the course designer did, in my opinion, a fantastic job. It was tough. You needed a good horse. You have to ride well with a good plan. But it was fair. It was okay to ride. It was nice for the horses to jump. So, no, I think we're gonna get an exciting jump-off, and it will be nice to watch today.
What was really challenging? I know 7 was difficult, the triple was difficult, we're at altitude, it's very hot today.
Yes, all these factors are part of the difficulties. I think there are also many faults on the red plank this time.
Felt very delicate.
Yeah, so, but I think in general the whole course was some faults today, and on the end we have a good group of 9 riders in the jump-off, and will be exciting to watch.
I assumed when you walked the course for round 1, did you walk the jump-off course?
To be honest, not. Okay. To be honest, not. I just looked on the map how the lines were going, and I didn't measure anything this time. Okay,
we're going to see exactly what's lined up for the jump-off in a few moments' time. Let's see if we can get some reaction from some of the riders that have indeed qualified. Arturo Vallejo, as we mentioned, first man on the list into that jump-off. Let's hear his thoughts after qualifying with this clear round.
Arturo, our first clear of the day and on home ground. How does that feel?
My feelings, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with my horse. It's a nice place, a nice people with Mexico, and well, happy.
You have your whole family here as well to support you. What is that like, having them here to support?
Yeah, my family is the total support for me. My wife, my kids, my partner, my friends. It's my family, everything here is the best feel.
And not only are you partner and friend of him, but also the owner of the horse. To watch him go clear in such a big Grand Prix, you must be so proud.
My heart can't stop right now. I probably go check the paramedics because my heart is going to come out. I have big beliefs on Arturo. I think he belongs in this, and the horse, you know, where he made the horse all the way to this in just a few months, so I couldn't be any prouder.
Congratulations to you both, and good luck for the jump-off.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
His English is perfect now. Thank you so much.
Arturo Parada Vallejo, the first man into the jump-off here in Mexico. Take a look at the smile on that face. That's going to take some time to get wiped off, that is for sure. 9 riders in the upcoming jump-off that will be starting momentarily. We'll still have Michael van der Vleuten with us. He'll give us some thoughts, some reactions, some analysis as to how the riders are doing in that round. And I see he's keeping a very close eye on what's happening. Let's quickly hear from Jana Wargers and her clear round with her inclusion in today's jump-off.
Jana, what a phenomenal clear round. You were both incredible in there.
Yeah, she jumped her heart out again today. She jumped already very good on Friday. We had one unlucky fault, but I felt already there that she's in a super shape, and she showed it today.
It's such a big Grand Prix today. It's a huge pot of prize money as well. How much pressure did you feel going in there today?
I mean, a Grand Prix is always something special, and then here in Mexico with the crowd and the atmosphere is just incredible, and I'm very happy to deliver a round like that today, and I'm looking forward to the jump off.
I was watching your team on Kiss and Cry, and they almost knocked each other over when you jumped the last clear. Their support, what does it mean?
A lot. The support is so huge in our team, and it gives me a good feeling, and I'm happy to have that support, and that makes it all easier for myself.
Turning the attention to the jump off then, there aren't that many people in it at the moment. What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it would be nice if we keep with the 3 clear rounds. So I have two riders in front of me, so I can see a bit how they go. I know my horse is a very fast horse, so for sure I will try, and then we see how it goes.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
It'll be a relatively early start for Jana Wargers. Only Arturo, Parada, Vallejo and Christian Ahlmann will start before her. Let's show you what the jump-off list looks like. The 9 riders that will be competing for glory here today in Mexico City. Michael van der Vleuten, take a look at the screen. Tell me who looks good for you, who looks dangerous. It's always very difficult. I know jump-offs, anything can happen, but out of these 9 riders, there's some that jump out. The obvious ones, Gilles Thomas, a former winner, Jérôme Guery won here a couple of years ago. You can have a ride with Christian Ahlmann as well. Who looks really dangerous here for you?
Okay, a few riders that maybe are a bit more experienced than the others.
Katharina Rhomberg has had a great week in Mexico as well. Is
yes,
that
absolutely. She has a group of fantastic horses.
Potential outsider there, maybe?
Could be. I mean, why not? She could be ready for a quick jump off here. I don't know if she will take all the risk. That's her own decision, of course, but we're gonna see. Her horse felt in very good shape, so the horse would give her the possibility to go for it, you know, and let's see what's she gonna do.
We mentioned round 1 having its challenges. We spoke about altitude, we spoke about heat, we spoke about difficult fences, delicate planks. If you're coming with all of those circumstances into a jump-off, like you say, you need to be aggressive. You're chasing the clock. Where do you try and be aggressive? How do you try and challenge something that can be so difficult like this?
No, the jump-off will be a little bit a mix with shorter turns and longer lines. So we have to use the speed and also have the right control to make the shorter turns. So it's going to be a mix of everything today. But yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna start. The first one is going in now.
First one goes in the ring. Arturo Parada Vallejo sets the pace. He is the first of the 9 riders in the jump-off. Let's take a look and see what time he sets. This is the jump-off of Mexico City.
Season of Jan Tops's wonderful series that started back in 2006. I decided to sway my hips a little bit if I was looking on, because this is hugely significant. 7 editions have come previously and we have not yet had a home victory. Arturo Parada Vallejo, we welcome. But more than 15 years of age. This horse is second oldest in the start field for this jump-off, behind Dorette at 16 years of age. Morven, as Arturo Parada Vallejo just settles his nerve, casts his eye around his fellow Mexican Anderson Lima's course for the jump-off of the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix. This horse has got real gallop powers, you can see. Arturo down to the opener. The Banorte now pole on top of 9. Towards try to the GNP Seguros Oxa. Very much angled turn, but it does not pay off, I'm afraid. The Prague playoffs vertical. Fence 11 is the blemish, and Arturo 2 verticals now as they take the skinny as well. 13, the second mistake for the home combination, now 3. And just imagine that the occasion really would have got right into your core. Very hard to keep your metal and steel as a rider under that sort of a pressure because of the significance of the round. Okay, delighted to come into the jump off. We must not overlook the...
Michael, a couple fences falling, maybe difficult to assess or to judge when there's so many errors. We saw adding a few strides here. What would you make of what happened there for Arturo?
No, actually Arturo had actually a good start on the 8 strides and went inside for the 9 strides. The horse came maybe a little bit over the shoulder, lost one front leg. Okay, maybe the second rail, maybe he could have left 1 stride out. Yeah. Maybe his focus was also a little bit gone, and actually he finished off good with the last line again.
In comes Christian Ahlmann. We're very used to him having dominated. We're very used to having him with Mandato. Obviously, this is a little bit different at Durkan. Do you know much about Durkan, Hero?
Well, it's a horse now, it really comes up for him now at this 5-star Grand Prix level. He jumped a fantastic clear round, so I have a good feeling with Christian, with all the experience he has, to set a good time for the other ones coming up in the jump off.
Okay, Christian Ahlmann, rider number 2 in the jump off. Let's go.
Germany have won this brilliant Grand Prix on 2 occasions. Davidville won it in 2023, the second of the wins. They came in consecutive nature because Luca Beerbaum had won the year before with Mila. The 2 German victories. Christian Ahlmann settles his nerve because we're all exposed on these huge sporting occasions. Dorkan Hero Z, his second Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix only. His debut in London, 13th place last season. Christian steadily down to the GMP Seguros Oxa. This horse got very quick footwork as he dances in the base of the Pride Players vertical. The turn very tight back to the LGCT Oxa. Christian now charges down to the skinny vertical. 163 tool. The getaway turn is again very slippery. They'll angle down to the Dolz Oxa. Superb that was, and then the turn back to the double combination is again crisp from Christian Ahlmann. The home run, little collection on approach to the final fence, but that was sensationally good. It is the opening clear round. I think a perfectly judged round. Did not risk everything, but has put enough pressure on those.
A first official leader in 44.41. Durkan Hero and Christian Ahlmann set the pace with a double clear. Adding a stride on the last one there looked a little bit strange. What did you take out here?
Yeah, maybe I think he also had a look at Arturo, and which had 8 strides, and it looked like he went for it, but somehow they were not there maybe for Christian, so decided to make the 9. But okay, on the end he kept the clear round, and I think he puts the pressure on the other riders still coming up.
Did you see some areas where maybe some time can come off, Michael?
I think
it feels like there's a bit to take off there.
No, of course, but as I said, we also have to try to keep the clear round, of course, and he definitely put the pressure on the rest to give a little bit. You know, they need to. They need to go.
Okay.
They need to go.
A new pace has been set, and it belongs to Christian Ahlmann. 44.41 is the time to beat. Jana Wargers is next in the ring.
In the Campo Marte Arena. Try and win her very first Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of her career. Loretto LD pauses for the Ashford Farm. Senior mare in the field. She's 16 years of age, oldest horse to start in the jump off. Now Jana will attack this course with her typical determination and flair. Christian Ahlmann's time will certainly come under real fire here from the fellow German. 44.41 to beat as Jana angles back to the Prague Playhouse vertical, meets it perfectly. This mare, she's lightning quick. Jana takes a slightly wide line to the Longines Global Champions Tour Oxa, but meets it perfectly, and then the getaway from the skinny is very fast. 0.58 here though, the deficit. Jana's got to make up time behind the Alebriche statue to the double combination. Now the run for the line is on here. Jana Wargers charges homebound. Ahlmann's time is going to be just out of reach for Jana Wargers. 0.42 the deficit. Superb effort from Dorette Aweldi.
Wow, 44.83. Christian Ahlmann, we thought may have lost it, but still holds on to the lead. Jana Wargers, we thought that was maybe a little bit quicker, didn't we, Michael?
Yeah, I thought she would have made it.
It felt quicker as well around the ring.
Yeah, maybe I think she got a bit more the outside turn to the double, to the combination, the last line. Where she loses maybe a little bit of time, but her horse jumped fantastic and she had a very smooth round. And
very quick around the ground,
yeah,
Dorette.
So no, it was a beautiful round, and but okay, that tells us that Christian rode
actually a lot more competitive than we thought, maybe.
Yeah. So let's see.
44.41 is the time to beat. Jörne Sprehe next in the ring. 1, 2, 3 down. We continue with today's jump off here in Mexico City.
This combination were my favourites coming into this afternoon's Grand Prix. Jörne Sprehe, we welcome. This is her very first Longines Global Champions Tour start. Her first Grand Prix, and that man watches and waits. Because you'll well know Jörne Sprehe's huge ability. She's lightning fast. This wonderful Sprehe, hot easy, 13 years of age. And this mare takes on the stallion, Dorcan Hero. Zed's time, 44.41. Jörne Sprehe sets off like a scalded cat down to the GNP Seguros Oxa. Critical turn here. Highly influential it could prove to be, but gets it perfectly. Jörne then carves the corner beautifully. Right flank of the Oxa, and this is so quick here. 0.43 the advantage. Jörne Sprehe turns down to the Dolls Oxa. 3 to go here. 44.41 to beat. This is very much on for Jörne Sprehe. Sprehe hot easy comes down to the last fence. She's got time in her pocket, and yes, there it is. 1.1 seconds the advantage. Christian Ahlmann relinquishes first place to his...
Wow, Christian Ahlmann is out. We have a new leader in Mexico City, and that belongs to Jörne Sprehe. 43.31, essentially a full second off. Michael, that's a lot of time in this sport, in this world, to take a full 1 second off. That is a really, really great round, isn't that?
No, for my opinion, she rode a beautiful round. She has a naturally very quick horse, but she also let it go with it.
She's aggressive on some of these lines as well.
Yeah, but without doing, I mean, she kept her mind there till the last second, and I think it was beautiful ridden.
Okay, well, as it stands
and
now,
she's gonna be close.
Tough to try and shave that off. Maybe already at least a possible podium at bare minimum for Jörne Sprehe. Katharina Rhomberg, an outstanding weekend for her already. Victory in the Global Champions League with the Shanghai Swans this week. Can she make it a wonderful double weekend in Mexico City? Kuma 5 is the horse. Katharina Rhomberg in the ring. The time to beat, 43.31.
Said it was suit a long striding horse, but you cannot describe Sprehe hot and easy as that. But the leg speed, the footwork was just relentless. This again is a brand new combination to Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix as Katharina Rhomberg for Austria sets off in pursuit of 43.31. Jörne Sprehe's time. Now this horse a totally different package. Long striding, bigger galloper. Kuma the 5th back to the Longines Global Champions Tour Oxa. Looks slower, but it'll be a little bit deceptive as well. Yeah, 1.27 seconds here, the disadvantage. Katharina, though, very fast down to the Dolls Oxa. The home turn, the combination, she's picking up speed here. I think it will not be enough, but we wait and see. Katharina Rhomberg, little late control, little turn with the vertical. Delighted she is. Gave it everything. She made very good amends in the second half of the course.
A time of 45.08 for Katharina Rhomberg. Michael, she might not win here today. She might not get on a podium, but I think with success in the Global Champions League, what she did this week, jumping 2 clear rounds in the LGCT Grand Prix, I imagine this is still a fantastic weekend for her.
No,
She should be very
absolutely,
proud of that.
absolutely. And her horse jumped amazing. She rode good, and I think she definitely made a good step up for her as a combination. And actually, she wasn't that far off. I mean, she did a fantastic job.
Who's left? Jérôme Guery, Denis Lynch, Gilles Thomas, Emanuele Camilli.
Yeah, there are a few quick ones
A couple
to go,
of guys
so,
to come.
Yeah.
All right, Jérôme Guery, Great Britain, a former winner here, I think back in 2019, I think it may be, a former winner. Jérôme Guery in the ring with Great Britain. The time to beat, 43.31.
The vice world champion enters Campo Marte, and Jérôme Guery looking for a double here in this very arena, having won with Calum de Hoos in 2019. Now this combination size up the German time of Jörne Sprehe, 43.31 for Jérôme Guery to beat. This pair back in 2022 were 12th in the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix in Paris. But boy, the turn back to the Oxer is brilliant, is lightning quick, angled as well. Jérôme Guery will not be far down here. The getaway is very quick as well. Ooh, 0.01. The advantage here, Jérôme Guery spins behind the Alebrije to the late combination. Here we go, Jörne Sprehe or Jérôme Guery down to the final fence. Oh no, he loses time in the second half of the jump off here this afternoon, 43.5 seconds. It was a brilliant effort.
The time to beat was 43.31, and he jumps a 43.50. You noticed a stride being taken out here, and if he's taking strides out and still not getting there, Michael, 43.31.
Yeah, it can be just
very dangerous.
To be honest, I cannot see from here how the finish line is, but it looked like he jumped a little bit to the right at the last jump. That maybe to catch the finish line took a little longer, because for the rest he took all the risk, and he left one stride out from 2 to 3. Yeah, I mean, he was very close.
Former winner here in Mexico City. He won't make it a second, unfortunately. Jérôme Guery and Great Britain miss out, but again, looking very good for a podium. Denis Lynch, Gilles Thomas, and Emanuele Camilli still to come here in Mexico. The time to beat for a win in 2025 in Mexico City is 43.31.
0.2 of a second in the second half of the jump off this afternoon. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the brink of history for Jörne Sprehe, and she tries to win her very first Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix in Mexico City. 3 formidable combinations to come, and this is the first of the last 3 of the jump off. We welcome Ireland's Denis Lynch for the heat of battle. 46 years of age, from Tipperary in Ireland. This is outstanding partner Vista Grand, the son of Fantaland, crossed to Mr. Visto for Denis. Denis Lynch on this long strider will chase down to the GNP Seguros Oxer. This takes a little bit of time to set up the Prague Playoffs vertical. The turn back to the Longines Global Champions Tour Oxer is very smooth here. I don't think quick enough to beat Jörne Sprehe at this point, though. Vista Grand trails by 0.87 of a second, has got to find time now. Denis will turn. 3 fences to go here. We'll have to go flat down this final line to There was a mistake, I'm afraid, just panned away prematurely, but it is one down, I'm afraid, for Denis Lynch and Vista Grand in front of the packed gallery here in Campo Marte.
Not to be for Denis Lynch and Visto Grand. A fence going down for the Irishman, so it'll be no success for him today. Took that final line really nice. Maybe if there's an example for those to come. He was very aggressive down that final line, perhaps too much. But what did you make of this, Michael, for Denis Lynch?
No, I think I also saw his first round. I think the horse is in fantastic shape. Okay, he took a short turn to the combination. Maybe he came a little bit closer, deeper under the jump than he would have preferred. But and then he had a very light touch. But for the rest, I think his horse jumped fantastic rounds, both.
On what you've watched of the first 7 riders, 2 more to come. Have you identified where you think might be an area that these next 2 can try and take advantage?
I think we have seen, you know, all the risk taken.
The maximum risk, and now it's about those seconds.
So if they're gonna be a quicker time than the one from Jörne Sprehe, then it's gonna be very, very little. But there is not so much else to do, in my opinion.
How much can be shaved off? Michael van der Vleuten says, well, the risks have been taken. Now it's about seeing how they can shave off a fraction of a second. Gilles Thomas, Alfred van Beek next in the ring. The time to beat, 43.31 seconds for victory in Mexico City.
Last season, Gilles was 7th in the season standings last year. The Chinese win. 2 other podiums, 2nd in Cannes and 3rd in Madrid. Now this horse, Alfred van Beek Z, the son of El Salvador, crossing Vagabond de la Pomme. Comes to the start line, and the atmosphere you cut with a wooden spoon. Frankly, it is that electric in here. Gilles Thomas runs down, slightly angled line to the GNP Seguros Oxa. Elfra covers a lot of ground per stride. Gilles then puts a little bit more pressure on the turn back to the blue-white Oxa. Now split time. 0.88, he's got to find right here, right now. Little stumble on the approach to the Dolls Oxa. The tight turn, though, he carves back to the final combination. Gilles Thomas now. Alfred van Beek Z run homebound. The last fence goes. Great effort from this extraordinary horseman. 0.51 of a second was the deficit in any case.
Oh, a very late fence falling for Gilles Thomas means that he will not replicate the success of Shanghai in 2024. Alfred van Beek still, by the way, not beating the time of 43.31. Guaranteed podium for Jörne Sprehe. What a wonderful, wonderful day she's had today. And that's a real justified reward, isn't it?
No, absolutely. It's fantastic for Jörne that she's this close to the victory, actually, with only
one more to go, actually. In fact, you're right. Not only is it a podium, it's a guaranteed 2nd place already for Jörne. Depending on what Emanuele does, we're looking at a potential winner already here.
Exactly.
And that would be a big surprise out of this list, wouldn't it be, Michael? And I mean that respectfully.
Yes, of
course.
That's
not the name you would have put up as 1st place, potentially.
No, maybe not, but I think I knew that she had the possibilities to win this class, and that's what she also showed today. Let's see what the last one gonna change on the leaderboard.
Emanuele Camilli, Chaco's Girl Star, the final rider in the ring. The time to beat, 43.31. Yes or no? Yes or no?
I don't think so.
Michael puts half his money, maybe, on Jörne Sprehe. I'm on the fence with Michael as well. From what I've seen, that 43.31 looks secure. Of course, we'll see how much risk gets taken here.
The good thing is out in our sport is you never know.
You never know. One rider to go. A potential win on the cards. Jörne Sprehe versus Emanuele Camilli. We'll find out the champion of Mexico in the next 45 seconds.
This mare, she's at her first Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix. And the world number 40 eyes up the time of Jörne Sprehe, 43.31 to beat. Emanuele charges down to the 2nd. That was lightning. a sheepskin noseband for this very sensitive mare. Little late adjustments on takeoff to the Prague Plows vertical works out beautifully. Emanuele Camilli right into the base of the Longines Global Champions Tour Ox, and this is quicker, I think. Emanuele Camilli cuts across, no, 0.1 for the deficit. Down to the Dolls Ox. What can he find here in the last three fences? Chaco's Girl Star now runs for home. He sees a big distance and he gets it, and yes, I think so. 0.32 of a second is the winning margin.
No way, no way, no way. We owe Emanuele Camilli. Wow. We owe Emanuele Camilli some money. We owe him an apology, and we owe him some money. Wow, Michael, I liked what you said, that anything is possible, but he's even broken 43. What a final round that is to watch.
Absolutely, and especially in the beginning from 3 to 4, he maybe added one stride, so I thought he would not make it, but then from the second half, he really went, and that's what I mentioned before. You never know in this sport. I mean, I think we had a fantastic finish here.
What a great jump off. I mean, you mentioned it earlier off air. How nice was this jump off? It had everything. It had experience, it had young riders, it had risk, it had everything, didn't it?
Oh, that's what I said. It's a mix between really full speed and the shorter turns. The horse really had to be with the rider. If you saw this horse from Emanuele, I mean,
Chaco's Girl Star, yes.
It really wanted to win, you know. It took the speed, it took the turns, it went with the rider, and yeah, it's a natural, quick horse, and that on the end it was just that little difference, and fantastic ridden.
This will be heartbreaking for Jörne, but to be fair, again, we say this respectfully, she should be very happy with this. I know she would have looked at it as seconds away from a very famous win.
Yeah.
This is a difficult pill to swallow. How is a rider when you are that close?
Of course.
Do you stop and say, second place in an LGCT Grand Prix is a wonderful achievement? Yeah. How do you tell yourself something like that if you finish
like
in
now,
place?
for sure, she was for a few seconds, you know, a bit disappointed, of course, but for sure when she's later on in the plane, she will be
very happy with it.
She will be, of course, and always those top 3, 4, 5 riders, it's so close. Even now, it's like, you know, you don't not even talk about one stride different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really close sometimes, winning or second or third, and I think she, for her point of, you know, for Jörne, couldn't do much more today, and she must be very pleased with the second place, but she was really close today.
I think so. Emanuele Camilli goes on to win. Jörne Sprehe in second and Jérôme Guery in third. Here is the head-to-head. In fact, that's in front of us here, Michael. Emanuele on the left,
Jörne
really
on the right. Together, and then you could see maybe Emanuele had to add one stride.
He's already quicker there. He already gets to that first fence before her. And then from here, that second half,
really
you said.
Equal, and I think now Emanuele really took the speed. Still, they were really close together now. There you can see Emanuele took a little bit more risk, and that's just that one stride.
And then once he gets in front of that final line, then it's just a push for the final finish.
Yeah.
Oh, and the time difference again, I remind you. 43.31 was the time to beat.
Yeah.
And he jumped it at 42.99. That is
4/10 of a second.
4/10 of a second off. That is the difference in this wonderful sport. And that is a great view of all the crowd. Michael, you had a good time in Mexico City. I know you would love to have been in there today.
Oh, of course, but I think it's one of the best shows there are in the world. The atmosphere, the footing, I think the horses feel very comfortable here. Beautiful jumps, nice weather, so I think everybody really enjoyed the sport here. We as a rider, but also as a spectator, and it's a pleasure to come back here every year.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Travel safely tonight. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon. Michael van der Vleuten giving us some wonderful insights in the jump off. Let's go on and continue looking as to how things went. Thank you, Michael van der Vleuten. We'll be back in a few moments' time.
Sentient, I should say, and I think sentimental as well, but that, man, it's a sentimental moment for sure. Jérôme Guery. Congratulations to Emanuele Camilli in third place, the Belgian, and Jana Sprehe in between the two gentlemen. It has been a sensational second leg of the 2025 Longines Global Champions Tour season here in Mexico City. We will go onwards into Madrid. That'll be leg 4. First, you will travel eastwards to Shanghai for leg 3. A real global crossing from Mexico to Shanghai, then back to Europe from Madrid, Cannes, and a series of European legs. We will go down now to Emanuele Camilli after his sensational win this afternoon and find out his, must be an extraordinary reaction.
Emanuele, I know there's so many people that want to congratulate you on your first LGCT Grand Prix win. How does that sound?
Yeah, it's an unbelievable feeling. My mare jumped just unbelievable, and I'm so happy.
You were the last to go. You were the best qualifier. What was your mindset coming into the jump off just then?
Just risk everything. I knew that she's really fast, and I just try my best. And she did an unbelievable job.
I think you won by 0.23 of a second. Where did you make up that time, do you think?
Actually, I don't know. Probably on the turn to the combination, I would say, but I went fast all over, so I did my max.
It's tough coming into a jump off when you know there are clears and you know you have to go fast. How much faith did you have in the horse today that you knew she would go clear as well?
Yeah, well, she won also the other day. She is naturally fast, so I thought that I take all the risk, and yeah, I was lucky.
Not only do you win here today, but you also gain that all-important golden ticket to the LGCT Super Grand Prix in Prague. That must mean a lot.
Yeah, I'm super. I hope I can repeat myself.
Huge.
The champion of Mexico City for 2025 has now been confirmed. Emanuele Camilli goes on to win it. The final rider in the jump-off and wins it in sensational fashion. We're joined in the studio now by the man who finished in 4th place, developing a lot of very exciting young horses. Christian Ahlmann joins us in the studio. Christian, didn't work out today. Tell me what you thought of the jump-off. It seemed to be a really exciting jump-off. What was really good for you? What stood out?
It was a great feeling with Dokan today. He jumped amazing. It's one of our biggest talents in the stable, and it's really nice to see how he's developing. And you had a great first round, and I had also a great jump off. We did very, very well, but to the last I didn't see the, I think, 8 strides, so I did 1 extra, and that was the stride too much to win or to have the chance to win. But I'm very happy with the horse.
Talk to us about his development, because we're very used to seeing Christian Ahlmann come out with Mandato, with Dominator in years gone by. To see you developing these new young horses for the future, how has his development come over the last 2 years, maybe 3 years?
Yeah, we have a big group of young horses. We have a big breeding, and we're always looking for talented horses. And my job and the job of Angelique Rüsen or the riders of Sangarsheide is to bring the horses on the right track, give them the good education, step by step bring them forward. I take them over when they're 7 or 8 or 9 at latest, and then to present them the big sport and hope to have a superstar.
What did you think of round 1? It seemed to be a round that was a little contrasting. We saw the first half, very often happens, but very few clears. Maybe people asking questions about it, but then the second half seemed to be more balanced. 9 clears out of the round. Do you think that was a fair course that was built today?
Yeah, it was a really, really good course. Technical. Time was short enough. You really had to look out for that. Some jokers. The second last was a really big skinny vertical, and the plank or the water oxer. So he did a great job. You could clearly see that the second half was the better riders of the Friday class. So they were in better shape than maybe the first half. So that's why also more clears in the second half. But in general, it was a really nice course, and the course builder did a good job.
Busy season for you coming up, I imagine, always is for riders like you that have been involved in so many shows to come. Talk to us about the near future. When do we see you again on a Globals Champions stage? What is your next show?
I will be in Arezzo for 2 weeks, the next 2 weeks, also with a group of young horses to hopefully step up in a higher level. And then I got the chance for Madrid and Cannes and Saint-Tropez and Paris. So that will be...
Who do you bring to Madrid? Very similar field to what we have here in Mexico. Big grass ring. Who comes to Madrid?
Yeah, I think Durkan will be a very good option, or Mandato. They feel very good on these kind of tracks, and they can rest a few weeks. So that's probably the best options right now.
Okay, travel safe tonight. Thank you for joining us. Well done. 4th place. Nothing to be worried about. Good championship points as well. We've often talked about Christian Ahlmann in a championship race. These are good championship points before you go, Christian.
Thank you very much.
All right, travel safe. Thank you very much. We'll see you in Madrid. Christian Ahlmann joining us in studio and giving us some thoughts on where he might find himself once more. Hopefully coming through to Madrid, he says, with Durkan, perhaps Mandato as well. Big grass ring in Madrid, very similar to what we have here. Going on to win the Global Champions League with the Shanghai Swans. Now jump a double clear in the Longines Global Champions Tour with Durkan. A wonderful week in Mexico for Christian Ahlmann. Let's show you then what the results were, the final results here in Mexico, before we wrap up and say goodbye here from the Campo Marte. Emanuele Camilli, the winner with a double clear and a time of 42.99. Jörne Sprehe, double clear. What a performance for her to finish on the podium. Jérôme Guery, former champion here in Mexico, on Great Britain, finishes in 3rd place. And then we just heard from Christian Ahlmann, the German, finishing in 4th, ahead of Jana Wargers in 5th place. You see the activity, you see the buzz. The riders are out. The podium ceremony is moments away. Let's go back into the ring and join the top 3 riders for today's prize-giving ceremony.
The venue, the facilities, the location in the heart of Mexico City, everything has been so impressive. As we welcome in the top of our Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix this afternoon, and that man was extraordinary to keep his cool. Of course, last to go, you've just got to give it your absolute everything, but he did all of that and more. Jörne Sprehe is a brilliant second. Again, unforgettable afternoon for Jörne. She comes so close to her very first win at her very first Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix. Sprehe Hortizi was my favourite, and second it is 43.31 for Jörne Sprehe. And the former champion here, 2019, his win with Kelom de Hus. Jérôme Guery is 3rd with Great Britain, the 5th in the Bab de Rev's son. 43.5 seconds. That's just 0.51 behind Emanuele Camilli. And the deficit between Jörne Sprehe and Emanuele Camilli, that was 0.32 of a second, just a 1/3 of a second, splitting our top 2. Bear in mind the week that Jörne has had. She proved her weight in gold for Deborah Mayer's brand new team powered by Iron Dames, the Monaco Comets. GCO newcomer this year. Those two part of the Cannes Stars team, again powered by Iron Dames. Anna Tyson and Natalie Dean. Jörne Sprehe double clear in the GCL. With the horse that is second this afternoon, and Toys. But there is the winner, and yeah, Emanuele Camilli is a cool cucumber as we get the show started for the prize giving this afternoon. Our riders dismount their horses as they prepare. Jan Tops, our president of the Longines Global Champions Tour, prepares to march forward to the podium. Just 9 clears, ladies and gentlemen, from 40 combinations, and this superb man, the winner in 2019, he is third this afternoon. Jérôme Guery for Belgium. Great Britain the fifth, 43.5 seconds. The podium time for Jérôme Guery, and Jana Sprehe comes of age on the Longines Global Champions Tour. Her debut, and what a stunning debut. Reserve champion, 43.31. Second, Sprehe for Germany, 0.32 only. What she had to find. But the winner of the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix, it is Italy's Emanuele Camilli. His maiden win on the tour, and Chaco's girl star. Italy wins the time 42.99.
Himno Nacional de Italia en honor del ganador.
It is a sensational win this afternoon for Italy's Emanuele Camilli. He claims the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of Mexico City. The 8th edition goes for the first time to Italy. And the outstanding Mare Chaco's girl star, the daughter of Chaco Blue, wins in Mexico. Firstly, we congratulate the 2019 champion, Jérôme Guery, has another brilliant Grand Prix here in Mexico. Third, Great Britain the fifth for Belgium. And Jana Sprehe, well, Jan Tops will go forward to congratulate her. It's a superb debut on the Longines Global Champions Tour for Jana. Her talents we are well aware of, but she's a newcomer to this huge stage. And second is Sprehe 0.32 of a second, only the deficit. And the Longines timepiece will go to Emanuele Camilli to commemorate a simply sensational victory. Chaco's girl star qualified in first place and maintains that position into the Grand Prix 2 days later, after Friday's qualification process. Thank you to Longines. Their support has been brilliant. 19 years, this the 19th season of this global phenomenon that is the Longines Global Champions Tour. And the Longines hat will also go on Emanuele Camilli, Jérôme Guery and Jörne Sprehe. perfect. They would need to cool down a bit after the battle has been quite so hot, and of course we're just under 30 degrees, so it's certainly been very welcome relief. But the winner's trophy goes to Emanuele Camilli, and our sincere congratulations. Italy wins with Chaco's Girls Star. 299 was a stunning display of speed, craft and guile. The home turn was the moment that clinched it, and then the gallop for the final fence maintained the advantage that had been secured 20 meters previously. Jérôme Guery, the former champion, uncorks first and gives Emanuele and Jörne a very good dousing. Well done to our podium, and particularly well done to Emanuele Camilli. Enjoy your drinks, guys and girls. Just see the total exhaustion of Emanuele Camilli. Yes, of course, not his mother tongue, but just struggling to really orientate with a moment such as the new terrain he enters this afternoon. It cannot be simple just to realise what you've achieved and dreamed of for so long suddenly coming into fruition. And fitting that Jérôme Guery's got another superstar. This horse has been very good for quite a number of years, but with the retirement of Kelon de Hoos last year, it's certainly good to see Jérôme Guery back with another world-class horse in Great Britain, the fifth at the highest of levels. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a brilliant week here in Mexico City. It's been a spectacular week at Campo Marte, and Italy wins this Grand Prix for the first time. Emanuele Camilli strikes his first win on the Longines Global Champions Tour. The Grand Prix goes to Chaco's Girls Star. Jana Sprehe is second, and Jérôme Guery completes the podium. We'll see you next time in Shanghai for leg 3 at the start of May. Good afternoon, and we'll see you then.
What a wonderful podium celebration, and a lap of honor as well for Emanuele Camilli to go on and have that podium celebration. In fact, right here, there he is with that lap of honor, and what it means to the fans, the appreciation, the celebration, and the wonderful enjoyments that they have all had here this week in Mexico at the Campo Marte. It has been a sensational week of show jumping. We spoke about the surface that the riders are jumping on. We spoke about the facilities that the riders have available to themselves here. The stables for the horses, for the fans to come out, for the food and drinks and the sunshine and this wonderful grass ring. We've said it before and I'll say it again. There is a reason why Mexico City is seen as a fan favorite for so many of the riders as we bring the curtain down on 2025. We will hear from Jérôme Guery, finishing in 3rd place today. We will hear from Jörne Sprehe, finishing in 2nd place today. And of course, we will bring our champion Emanuele up into the ring as well, up into the studio, I beg your pardon. Let's show you the results and remind you then in order, as we hear the fans again celebrating and cheering around us here for this wonderful result. This is how things ended in Mexico City. Christian Ahlmann, we had him in studio a little bit earlier on. The German giving us some thoughts. High praise for Durkan Hero Z. Jana Wargers, Katharina Rhomberg, what a weekend she's had, now finishing it off with a double clear on the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix. Gilles Thomas with a fence down, Denis Lynch with a fence down, and unfortunately for Arturo Parada Vallejo, the first rider in the ring, 3 fences going down for him. So there was not the Mexican superstar story that he would have hoped for. Jérôme Guery standing by to give us some thoughts, some reaction. Let's hear from the Belgian who finishes in 3rd place today.
Jérôme, that was an unbelievably fast jump off all round, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really fast, honestly. I don't remember last time that I did a jump off so fast. Then, but it was so nice to see the atmosphere, the public, and one over and over faster. That's so nice, so nice.
You actually took a stride out from fence 2 to 3, which is where I think you picked up some time there. Were you surprised about how quick you went?
Yeah, it's true. I just 2 to 3 I was faster because I did one less than the other one. I take a little bit my time for the double, but we were so short. The 3 first in the same second that I'm so happy. If I have to do one more time, I will try to do the same. That is not so easy because I'm so happy.
Let's just talk about Great Britain, because he is just a phenomenal horse. He's been so fantastic all weekend. Just a word on him.
Yeah, I'm really happy. Because the horse had a story, because he had the colic injury 2 times, and normally no chance to be back in the sport. And now he's back in the sport in a high level, and he's on the podium. That's it's something really special for us.
It's a real partnership that means a lot to you. I can see that.
Yeah, exactly. He will stay all his life with us because all the groom with me help us to have him back in the sport. Then it's so special for all my team.
Huge congratulations on today to both of you. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jérôme.
Of Jérôme Guery, and it ends with a thumbs up as well. I believe that our champion of Mexico, Emanuele Camilli, is coming up to the studio. He is indeed, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll ask him to come straight inside. Bravo, signore.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is for you. Emanuele, wow, talk to me. Have you had a moment to allow the emotion to settle in?
Oh, yes, I did. Now I'm a little bit calmer.
Yeah. Talk to me about that jump off. It seemed outrageously fast.
I was last to go. I knew that it was really fast, so I just took all the risk, and yeah, I was lucky, and it went well.
That second half looked very aggressive. Is that area you thought I need to target to be successful?
Yeah, to be honest, I really didn't think as much as just trying to go full gas all over, and then worked out.
Talk to me about Chaco's Gold Star. She looks incredible.
She's an incredible mare, incredibly fast and really careful. So she made it actually easy today. She's been jumping good, incredible at the show. She won also 2 days ago the big class. So I'm really happy about her.
Were you surprised by 9 in the jump off? Did that feel like a number that was going to be predicted at the start of the day? In the beginning, we saw lots of fences going down. By the time we get to the jump off, 9 inside. Was that to feel?
Yeah, that's what I thought about it. Yeah, I thought between 6 and 10.
Okay.
So 9, I think it was actually a fair. It was a really nice course. The show is amazing.
Tell me what you thought about what he designed today.
Yeah, really well built. Like, it was everything in. It was technical, big enough, and the mistake they went all over. So was really good.
Talk to me about this energy, about the atmosphere, because these people seem to love their show jumping. They are very respectful. They love the sport. They love the riders. What kind of emotion did you receive from everyone here?
Yeah, there is an incredible atmosphere here, probably unique. All week be packed full, all the stadium, and with incredible crowd. I'm really happy.
And what this means as well, Emanuele, is you now get yourself a golden ticket. You will come to the Super Grand Prix in Prague later this year.
Sure.
Have you ever had the idea of competing in an LGCT Super Grand Prix?
Well, I just for me it's the first year that I am in the global team, so I didn't even thought about it. But
okay. If I ask you, you've watched the Super Grand Prix before? Have you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, of course. I watched on television last year.
To have the opportunity to be there, can you imagine what it will be like for you to be there?
Yeah, well, for sure it's going to be an incredible emotion, and I'm looking forward to it.
Where do we see you again? What's the next couple of events for you?
Now I think I will compete in Madrid.
Okay, we'll see you in Madrid. Have you decided who comes to Madrid? Is Chaco Gold Star going to be the main competitor for you this season?
I have 2 main horses, which is Chaco Gold Star and Odense. Now we see which is in best form, and I will decide.
Madrid is a very big grass ring like this. If she jumps like that, I imagine it's a really good solution. So listen, congratulations, bravo, fantastic.
Thank you.
Travel safe, and we will see you later in the season. Sure. Thank you very much. Your champion of 2025 in Mexico City is Emanuele Camilli. What a ride. Chaco's Gold Star. Absolutely outstanding. Let's hear from Jörne Sprehe in second place today in Mexico.
Jörne, what an incredible day and incredible jump off.
Yeah, I must say, Hot Easy, she was jumping amazing, and it's like so much fun to ride in front of this public, and yeah, it was a really good day for me.
I actually wrote down on my notes that looked like such an enjoyable round. You were so quick.
Yeah, she is very quick, but I knew also that there is coming Emanuele. He won already the first day, but okay, at the end it's also a little bit luck.
Coming down to the last, what was your mind thinking? Because she was so brave to jump it at that speed and from a distance as well.
Yeah, I must say the 8 were really long.
Did you expect it to be that long?
And yeah, Christian, he told me already they are long, but yeah, I know that she's doing it. So you have just to believe in her, and yeah, she's an amazing fighter.
You're new to this tour, and to already be on the podium is such an incredible feat. All I'm hearing from anyone is she's so nice, she's so cool, and she loves those horses more than anyone.
Yes, I really love my horses, and yeah, I must say I was never before in Mexico, and it's a really, really nice show, and yeah, that it was really nice now also to finish the show with a second place in the Grand Prix.
Huge congratulations on today, and we can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you very much.
Emanuele Camilli, the champion of Mexico City in 2025 on Chaco's Girl Star. Better, quicker and cleaner than everyone else as he now goes on to win here at the Campo Marte and earn himself a golden ticket to the LGCT Super Grand Prix at the GC Prague playoffs later on this year. What is the impact of Mexico City on the overall rankings? Let's show you what they look like now after the second stage of the GC season. This is how things now line up. Denis Lynch shoots into first place. Edwina Thompson-Alexander makes a big climb as well. And our champion of Mexico, Emanuele Camilli, now jumps into third place as well. Jörne Sprehe up into seventh. Jérôme Guery, Christian Ahlmann, all making up ground as the current ranking after the second leg in Mexico City looking far, far different to what we saw at the end of Doha in the opening stage. From the Campo Marte, from a beautiful sunshine afternoon in Mexico City, we say thank you very much, and we hope to see you again in the next stage of the Global Champion season. We will see you in Shanghai.
The highest level of show jumping arrives in Shanghai, a city of vision, innovation, and unstoppable momentum, where elite riders and world-class horses compete on an extraordinary stage. Every round demands precision. Every jump is a leap toward greatness. Experience the Longjing Global Champions Tour of Shanghai from May 2nd to the 4th.